So Black Panther 2 is due out May 6th of 2022, and I don't know why I'm lifting my hands up. I feel like Ricky Bobby. What? Yeah, the sequel's coming out in it's 2 years. A little over that, give or take. I don't want to get bogged down in semantics. I got a video to do. Yeah, they're going to replace Chadwick Boseman, maybe. Yeah, with Shuri.
We don't do that.
Yeah, the little girl, she's like as big as this pen. She's tiny. Not that you can see it. I'm yelling out the door. I know. I got a video to do. No cutaways.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
I see the spark.
Just me. It's gonna terrify him. I just, what do you think? Should I do that? A whole video with no cutaways? That's Leticia Wright. Ha! See what I did there? It's time for some Black Panther. What's up, Place to Be Reviews? Etepukuian right here with all of yous. And today we're over on oneangrygamer.net talking about Black Panther rumors indicate Boseman unhappy with being diversity jacked by Shuri. Now, I never really heard this term, diversity jacking, but let's go through this quick little blog here. Diversity jacking is where an established character is altered when transmuted from one medium or established form of media to another, but they're given a gender, race, or orientation swap. In this case, the rumors are circulating that Black Panther star Chadwick Boseman is unhappy that the movie franchise based on the character will eventually phase him out so that he can be replaced by Leticia Wright's character Shuri. Now, this did happen in the comics when Dr. Doom was attacking Wakanda. T'Challa was injured. Shuri took over. She underwent the trials and, of course, passed them all, but she wasn't a complete Mary Sue about it. So I can see one side of the argument there. Me personally, I Black Panther is one of my top 5 MCU movies. I've made no bones about saying that. But I do not like this idea one bit. It's nothing to do with Leticia Wright, because I kind of like the character of Shuri, but I liked her in her role. She was great. A good supporting character. Not to say that she could not be a lead, but to do this is kind of, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And it really didn't make sense. I mean, it made practical sense in the comics, but leaving her as Black Panther is no. I don't see the merits in that. Well, I mean, I understand the why. The rumored news comes courtesy of We Got This Covered, of course, which sometimes has a 50-50 win-lose ratio when it comes to some of their rumors. However, they've been fairly accurate when it comes to reporting on the wokeness invading the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is one thing I can say true. As has been reported for a while now, the plan is for the Black Panther movies to eventually pass the mantle over to Shuri, which has previously happened in the comic books, and while it makes sense to do, Boseman is said to be pretty unhappy about it, which is completely understandable, as getting replaced as the lead in a multi-billion-dollar franchise isn't an ideal scenario for any actor. And while he's not exactly at the point where he's going to just walk away from the role, sources say the star feels like he's being sidelined and doesn't want the title taken from him. More understanding to that plight I could not be. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't need to happen. And it's a fool's gold move. I mean, you're trying to appease like 0.25% of weirdos on Twitter about this. This has led to some speculation on the sites like Showbiz Cheat Sheet, We covered that article on Monday night on the podcast. You can go back and watch that episode. It's available. After Black Panther 2 and Avengers 5, Boseman may be out of the MCU. Well, I hope his movies turn out better than 21 Bridges did. Oof. There's no telling if this is actually true, but all signs seem to point that Marvel is pulling a Lucasfilm and trying to contrive a superheroes or female infrastructure for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Iron Man was killed off with rumors that his daughter would replace him. Captain America retired. Hulk is being replaced by She-Hulk. Almost all the Eternals were either gender or race swapped, and Ant-Man is being pushed over to make more room for the Wasp. Anyone denying there's an obvious feminist agenda taking a stranglehold of Marvel is either a cuckold, a cretin, or a communist. Wow. While I might agree with that, it's just funny seeing it. You can tell this is a blog. It's just funny. I wanted to cover this. I read it and I thought it was funny because it does go along with the rumors. but at the same time, you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. We've been trying to warn people about this ever-spreading virus taking over the media, but since it was happening to straight white males, anyone who spoke up was called a, you can read that word yourself, or an incel. But now that black men are starting to get replaced in popular media just like straight white males, we'll see if they start roaring at the agenda like a panther, or they'll cower and bend over for the proverbial pegging like a pussycat. Wow, that is a pretty bold statement. I do agree with a lot of what this, author, writer, blogger says. It doesn't seem like it would make sense to me to do that to Chadwick Boseman in the Black Panther franchise, given how much money it made. It cleared $1 billion at the box office. Now, was it worthy of all the Oscar buzz? No. It won for some effects, which were great in the movie up until the third act, when the whole movie just got derailed and fell apart. So this franchise is profitable. I enjoy it. I like the character. I thought they really wasted Michael B. Jordan in that role. This is a cringe move in a sea of cringe coming up in Marvel Phase 4. Outside of Black Widow, I'm not really excited for very much. So Black Panther 2 was something I was excited for, and my anticipation for this movie hasn't lessened at all. I mean, I'm pretty well like, okay, I'm gonna go see this one. Thought of replacing Chadwick Boseman really makes no sense. He's killer in the lead in this movie. Like I said, and I've heard nothing but rave reviews about his portrayal of James Brown. So I really am not happy about this. It just doesn't make sense. But then again, look at Phase 4, and the MCU title is kind of coming into play here a little bit. We got female Thor already, which the Jason Aaron's run in the comics, I understand. Was it a good run? Not really. Did they really, out of all the source material they have, they really have to go to 2014 to pull something to use when they have eons of mythos for Thor? And Black Panther's been around for a long time too. So this is not a new character, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need to do the post 2014 identity politics Marvel run and move Shuri into the spotlight. So what do you think? Do you have any anticipation for this movie at all? Let me know in the comments below. And please be sure to like the video and subscribe, as that greatly helps us grow the channel. We just signed up on Blog Talk Radio. Of course, a new podcast will be coming soon. That'll be for a upcoming project, some things we have going on here on the channel behind the scenes. So the wheels are in motion, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that subscribe button. Come along for the ride. Join the Place to Be reviews. And I am going to let you know where you can find us all across social media, and that's coming up right now. So this is the point in the video where I tell you, the viewer, where you can find us on social media. On Instagram at TB2BR. On Facebook, the Place to Be Reviews page. Then the official Place to Be Reviews fan page. That's our private group you can go join. On Twitter at the Place to Be RE1. At N80Pete, that's me. Past podcast available on Anchor, iTunes, and Spotify. I will be adjusting this graphic soon to incorporate the Blog Talk Radio link. That's right. Because we have projects coming up there in the near future, as my friends, will be developing something for the show. I'm going to be upping the content a little bit here and there, tweaking things as we're doing now to make this better for you, more enjoyable to watch. Hopefully my voice hasn't driven you completely insane by now, because I'm getting ready to wrap it up, so rest assured, I'm almost done. I'm Itepokuian. This has been the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous, and in case I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and oh yeah, be sure to tune in, because the boardroom, that's tonight, 8:30 Eastern, right here on the channel.